Hey YouTube! Now some of you may remember that a few weeks ago I was lucky enough to visit Porsche in Stuttgart, where I went around the museum and made a little vlog that you can see here or here. And I also had a tour of the brand new Porsche Taycan production facility. Now it was incredible seeing the car up close and how it's all put together, but unfortunately I wasn't actually able to drive one, which is kind of funny because I've done so much racing in electric vehicles in the virtual world, competing in the ABB Formula E Race at Home Challenge, but I'm yet to actually get to drive an electric car in the real world. Until that is this afternoon, because as luck would have it, I have the keys to this brand new gorgeous black Taycan 4S, and I'm about to go and drive it and just see what it's like to drive an electric car for the first time ever. So let's jump in now and I'll tell you all about it. So, welcome to the Porsche Taycan. This is an entry-level Taycan, this is the 4S, and I just had a quick run through on how to make it all work. So first of all, you've got a button here which you just turn it on with, and then we're kind of ready to go. I've got to confirm that I'm logged into the car and everything is good to go, and I think now we just basically select drive by pushing down on here. And that's it, we're ready to go drive in this car. So I've set the car up in Sport Plus mode for the chassis, that's the most sporty mode in the car. I've also set it in normal mode for the driving because I just want to experience the normal mode first. Then I'm going to check out sport mode. One of the things you notice straight away is this beautiful dash that's in front of you. This is one big screen and you can configure this in all different types of ways depending on whether you want to see how many G's you're pulling, or whether you just want sat nav or just like a big speedo, which is what I've gone for. Anyway, I'm going to shut up because I'm just dying to drive this car and see what it feels like. Wow, we're rolling. It's very quiet. So the first thing I'm noticing about not having any engine noise is that you don't have perhaps the same perception of how quickly you're going in a normal car. Normally you have some idea of how hard you're working the engine, and in this car you don't have that at all. So it's quite easy to be going quite quickly, but at the same time you don't realise that the car's going that quickly because there's no noise. It's just completely silent. So when you floor it, it instantly gives you a huge shove in the back. One thing which I suppose you'd probably expect is that there's just no other real noise to this car. You know, there's no road noise, there's no noise from the tyres, the suspension, there's hardly any wind noise, which looking at the car isn't really surprising because it's so sleek and looks like it would just glide through the air anyway. It's like on one level it just feels very familiar and very easy to drive, very fun and engaging but relaxing at the same time. But on the other hand, it's just got this completely unique character to it with it being electric, which is kind of unlike anything I've ever experienced before. Okay, so I've just put the car into full sport mode, and I've also activated the optional noise that you can have on this car. It's a £300 option, and it basically just means that the motors and everything generate their own kind of noise. I'm not quite sure what to expect. Someone said to me it's a bit like Star Trek or something. Oh my god. I feel like I'm in a spaceship. I really feel like I'm in a spaceship. Okay, I'm just turning off a roundabout, so... I mean, that is bonkers acceleration. It really goes quickly. I mean, okay, like I was probably going to say that, but it's strange because on the one hand you feel it pulling so hard and you know it's accelerating really quickly, but on the other hand it's so smooth, like silky smooth acceleration, and there's no real let off. I mean, it does seem to suddenly change to 2 gears at some point, like you feel it kind of go up a band. it's so smooth, you also don't feel like you're going as quick as you're going. So you have this strange feeling of like, wow, I'm pinned in my seat, but also it's so effortless. I really, really like it. I really like it a lot. And the way that noise just kind of starts and just stops. I like the wheel too. You know, the wheel in it's quite thin. Porsche have done something pretty awesome with this car where they've put in an 800 volt lithium ion battery. Now the big step forward with that is that because it's 800 volt, it's almost double the voltage of the battery in most other EVs. That basically means that the car will take on charge really, really quickly. It does mean that when you've got a big charger, like one of these superchargers, you can charge the car really, really quickly. I'm sure I read something that said in 45 minutes to an hour, you can add 200 miles of range to this car. That in itself opens a lot of doors to the kind of things you can do with it in terms of going on big, big long journeys. As a first experience of an electric vehicle, I'd say I'm pretty sold on this. Yeah, I'm really, really impressed. Well folks, what can I say? If you ever get a chance to have a go in a Porsche Taycan, go for it, because it's something really special and feels really, really unique and a lot of fun. I'd really love to know what you think to this video too, so please put your comments in the box below. As always, please share my videos, please subscribe, and I look forward to bringing you more videos next Wednesday at 8 AM. So see you then folks, bye bye. So the first thing I'm going to do...
How can I help you?
How can I help you? Oh, I don't know.